Hello everyone and welcome back to day 14 of Vlogmas. Can you believe it? Only 11 days till Christmas. Today I'm making some energy bars and I just wanted to kind of check in with you guys and share my weight loss update, my health journey, and just generally catch up. So let's begin with our energy bars. I've had some peanut butter here. I think you can see it. So I got 1 cup of peanut butter here. That in the bowl. So for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I had weight loss surgery, and that was in March of 2024. But my journey to get weight loss surgery started back in August of 2023, and my starting weight at that point was 331 pounds. And by the day of my surgery, after having 2 weeks of being on a liquid diet, I was down to 315. So I really count my weight loss from when I began the 6-month bariatric program, because I feel like that's when my weight loss really did get started. Next, we're going to put in the 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. So last month I weighed in at 272 pounds. And today I'm thrilled to say I weigh in at 263. That's an 8.8 pound weight loss. I am so excited because I really have just been doing what works for me. Yeah, doing what works for me basically. So then after rolled oats, we kind of talk and do the recipe at the same time. We're going to put in a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And then why don't we do the chia seeds too while we're at it. So we got a 1/2 cup of chia seeds. So 1/2 cup of chia seeds, and we have 1/3 cup of cranberries. I'll just go ahead and do the whole thing and then we'll talk. And then a 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds, 1/4 cup of coconut, and then for our sweetness, we're going to have some honey. And you can make these into energy balls. I just don't enjoy rolling them, so I'm going to make mine into energy bars and cut them up. And I'll show you that at the end. Let me try this one. So I'm trying to eat cleaner. I have a bunch of artificial sugar. I have a bunch of artificial sugar in my cabinet. But I don't feel right about that. And I have these water enhancers in my water too. I'm going to try to get away from that and just put fruit in my water. I just really want to try to eat clean this year. That's my goal for 2025, is to eat clean and get to my goal. So last month I was at 272 and today I'm at 263. So that's a total of 8.8 pounds. And that's my lowest weight to date. I have just been basically eating when I'm hungry, eating 3 meals a day, and I'm going to go into what I've been eating and what I've been doing, etc. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. So we're going to mix all this together. It's like one big granola bar. So I'm almost 9 months post-op now, and I should be probably closer to 240 according to my surgeon. I have made some mistakes along the way. I wasn't 100% perfect. You go into this and you're like, I'm going to do exactly what they say. I'm never going to screw up. I'm never going to have an issue. Okay, I just want to explain this real quick for those of you who are thinking about having weight loss surgery, especially the sleeve. After about 3 months, your stomach isn't too much different than what it was. Well, no, it's not true. You can't eat the same things you used to, but it's not this miracle thing. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to eat chips. Oh, I'm not going to eat soda. You can do all that. You can do it. You're not supposed to, but you can. So yeah. So those are the mistakes I've made along the way. I had too many slider foods for a couple months. And, like I said, although my stomach is smaller, certain foods sit differently with me. So like Cheetos, we call them slider foods because they slide right down. I'll explain why in a minute here. Slider foods are like chips, Cheeto, muffins, anything that's high carb, that doesn't have a lot of fiber or protein to it, that will slide down your sleeve, and that's it. So when you have surgery, I explained this in one of my short videos, but your stomach is like a funnel. So at the top, it's really small. And that's why protein and fiber will sit there longer, because it's like, oh, I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know, I don't know, protein and complex carbs are like, they're almost like more dense. I guess they're more dense, so they can't go down that hole as well. But Cheetos, no problem. Chips, no problem. Soda, no problem. Wine, no problem. So unfortunately, but you can only eat like certain amount. You can't eat a lot at once, but you can eat and eat those. And it doesn't, you can eat like you did. So when I focus on protein, complex carbs, and whole grains and vegetables, I get fuller faster and I stay satisfied longer. So my surgeon's plan was very strict up until like, what was it? The first 6 months, it was 800 calories, 20 carbs a day, I think 60 grams of protein. You could have vegetables, you could have protein, like in a protein source. You could have very limited fats, like hardly anything. I think half a teaspoon or something. And I did it. I stuck with it for the first, like almost 6 months. And that's really when you lose the most weight. At least for me, I did anyway. But then after 6 months, and supposedly the hormone that regulates your hunger comes back after 6 months. So I talked to my dietitian, and she put me, or not my dietitian, the physical assistant, the PA, and she suggested that I go on to a weight loss drug. I know that sounds crazy. I had weight loss surgery, but a weight loss drug controls this, and the surgery controls your stomach. So I went on to Ozempic, and it's really been helping me a lot. So, like I said, after about 5 months, I started experimenting more, and my weight loss slowed down. But now I'm focusing on finding a balance, because I don't believe that you can only eat 20 carbs a day and that's the way you're going to be the rest of your life. I will not succeed like that. Maybe some people who can do keto the rest of their life, or carnivore or high protein, that's great. For me, no. I got to find a balance that works for me, that I'm going to do forever. And so that's where I'm at right now. And that's why I named my channel The Balanced Bite. What do you think? They're coming along. The peanut butter smells really good. So these days I eat around 1,200 to 1,500 calories. I'm not exercising. I haven't exercised since October. Unfortunately, I'm in a wheelchair, and my husband takes me to the gym, and he was out of town. And then November hit, and now it's December and Vlogmas. So I'm going to get back on track in January, and so that's with eating 1,200 calories and with about 60, 80 grams of carbs, I'm still losing weight, but I'm losing 8 pounds and 10 pounds, not 20 or 30 like some people do, which is fine with me. I just want to lose weight and find what works for me. So I try to balance everything. So I'm going to give you an example of what I ate today. I was out of my breakfast sandwiches that I meal prepped, and I wanted something sweet, and so I had pancakes. I made pancakes, and I had two this big, and I put some peanut butter on it. And then I had some bacon and ham, a little cheese for protein that I left over from my very last breakfast sandwich. I just didn't want to eat the bread, so I ate that. And then my lunch was turkey and some provolone cheese, and then I had a little bit of orange, and I had 6 Ritz crackers. And it took me like 2 hours to eat that. I ate like 2 of those protein packed snack. I call it a snack, but I guess it's my lunch. I ate 2 of those protein Ritz crackers, and I was so full. And then I got hungry again, so I ate 2 more, and then I ate 2 more. So I ate the 6 of them, and then I have a bunch of oranges, and I don't want them to go to waste, so I had the orange. And yeah, and then tonight I'm going to have my soup that I made, and I love this because I can eat bread sometimes, but if I have a loaf around me, it's not going to stay here. And so at the dollar store, they have these pre-packaged, and I'm sure they have them at any store, but they're called Texas Toast, and they're individually wrapped pieces of bread. And so I had that yesterday with my soup, and I ate half of it, and I was full, and I didn't really want any more bread. So I'm going to keep trying that instead of buying sourdough or a French baguette, because when a French baguette's around me, or the sourdough, I love that. That's my downfall. That's my biggest downfall. I'm going to want to put butter on it, and I'm going to want to put, you know, a ton of oil on it and make bruschetta, which is not exactly, I mean, it's not unhealthy, but the way I eat it is because I want to eat a lot of it. Yeah, I know what my triggers are. So, you know, a lot of this is mental. They say it's a mental journey when you lose weight, and really it is, because you have to kind of know what works and what doesn't work and what you're willing to put up with and what you're not, and if that makes sense. So I might even have, like, if I'm still hungry tonight before I go to sleep after I edit this video, I might have one. I have no problem with carbs, and I know a lot of people that have had surgery are going to come on here and say, oh, you're eating carbohydrates. I do. I eat like 80 grams a day. So, and I also drink a lot of water. I drink at least 64 ounces of water a day. And like I said, I'm putting water enhancers in my water and it's helping me. And I'm going to continue to do that until I found something else. I can't drink plain water anymore. I couldn't. After my surgery, they warned me of that. It tastes like salt. Water tastes like salt to me. So I do have to put something in it. So I just wanted to explain this to you guys and explain why it's called a balanced bite and why sometimes you see me making scones and the other time you see me making a meal prep. And, you know, it might seem like it's kind of all over the place, but this is where I'm at in my journey. And I appreciate every single one of you for following me along. And your support means the world to me. And I hope that you will stick by me and see if my journey is working for me till I get to my goal, which is 180 or less, but 180 is my first goal. So now let's go ahead and put this mixture into this dish here. And then once I get it all smoothed out, we can put it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes and let it set. Okay guys, well thanks for staying up with me tonight. Unfortunately those, I'm gonna have to figure out something because when I cut them, they're kind of crumbly. I'll probably have to just spoon them into like little cups or something. So anyway, it was great talking with you. Thanks for listening to me about my journey with the weight loss surgery and my weight loss goals and all that. And I hope you guys have a nice holiday and a nice evening. And I'll see you tomorrow with some more recipes. Take care and I'll see you then. Bye.